Amanda, can I talk to you about something? Yeah, sure. What's up, Mom? I think it's easy to rejoice that Joey is giving up his custody, and I know for a fact that your life will be a lot less complicated and filled with drama, but it does hurt other people. I think your former mother-in-law has turned her life around, and she's made great strides in being a better person. I do not think that she deserves to never see her grandson again because of her son's actions. Okay, it's nice that you sympathize with everyone and you have a big heart. But what do you want me to do? We were talking and we wanted everyone to just get along for Thanksgiving and try to really eliminate the drama and be a family. With Joey giving up his custody, he's out. I get that. But I think it would be nice if we still invited, his mother, being that you're inviting your former sister-in-law, you're having one of his family members at the dinner. Alright, I just think it would be weird to invite her. For many reasons. But also, Junior's own father will not be at Thanksgiving. So to have his sister, Junior's aunt, which I'm not negotiating on, okay? She's one of my best friends. And then to have Junior's grandmother, and that would be weird for me. She said the same thing, but when it comes down to it, a couple days before, I'm sure she'll take the opportunity to see her son. I really like it when the family gets along. I really like it when we can create memories and, none of us are getting younger. And our life has been filled with so much turmoil. I would just like to have a holiday where we just eat turkey and don't have to worry about welfare checks or custody agreements. Okay, but just personally, it's awkward. Just like, okay, we're on good terms, but it's still weird to have her at Thanksgiving when I know she's just going to be thinking about her son not getting to see Junior. And I bet, chances are, she would say something and make a scene about Joey not getting to see Junior, and then everyone's mood has to be brought down. Why risk that? I know that you don't like that I'm friends with his mother, and there's plenty of reasons why I shouldn't be. But over the years, we've bonded through being grandmothers. And I empathize with her. I've been privileged to see my grandson whenever I want, despite our little hiccups here and there. And I would just feel good if I could get her to see him this holiday. Look, I get what you're saying, and Mom, the divorce, him giving up custody, the rest of it now, it's not really my problem. Don't you think that's a little cold-hearted? Also, Mom, we have to have the hearing first for him to give up the rights, and that's what I'm focused on next. I'm not skipping to Thanksgiving. We still have a good while before that. There's a lot that has to happen before then. Well, I don't mean to put a damper on things, but there's still a chance that Joey will wind up with some form of custody. This hearing that you're required to go to, just like many other places, you do the petition, you get the summons, and then at the hearing, the judge decides what's best for the child. And if the judge decides that Joey should have 1 day supervised visit, or whatever the case may be, that could still happen. Okay, well, I've dealt with the supervised visits. I was preparing for him to have weekend custody. Honestly, I'm good with whatever the outcome is. I'm hoping that he can just give it up and be done with it. It is what it is, Ma. I guess I'm being a nag about all this because I didn't have much family growing up. You girls didn't have much family, and Junior has a big family. And Mill even brought up that her son Santo is going to be in town for Thanksgiving. Junior has an uncle. It's just a shame that because Joey's giving up his visitations, the whole family has to suffer. Please don't take the... Mill is like your only friend, so that's why you're sticking up for her. but I have no attachment to her, okay? Like, I have a new life with Brian. Again, I'm just trying to relate to her as a grandmother. You don't have to be a bitch. I'm not being a bitch. I just think I'm upset that you're giving me grief over this when it's a good thing that Joey is giving up custody. All my problems stem back to him. So I want to be happy about this. Well, I didn't even bring up your sister. We still have to handle that situation because your sister should get to see her nephew for Thanksgiving. That this fighting needs to stop. Okay, again, I'm not going to remind you. I left Gina a voicemail. I apologized to her. I tried to mend that bridge. She didn't respond to me. So she's not invited to my Thanksgiving. Okay, well, Miranda, this is where you're being the problem. Because your sister should still get to see her nephew, whether you two are fighting or not. Like, we shouldn't be fighting over invitations and godmother status or any of that. Life is too short. Okay, Mom. I have 2 children, and I have been through hell to get to this point and be happy with my boyfriend. So honestly, I don't care if it's just me and Brian on Thanksgiving cutting a turkey. I don't care. I'm not a people pleaser anymore, Mom. See, sometimes I think you just have a problem with everyone. You know, all the problems always center back to you. We're all trying to be accommodating here. And you know what I think? I think you've been talking to your best friend Mill just a little too much, because you're starting to sound like her. I don't know if you care about this, but I guess one good thing came out of you giving up custody. I'm going to be moving in with my boyfriend Sal, here in Serafina Town, so I'll still be close to you. He's going to help me move my things. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, good for you. We did all that shopping for Junior. Set up your apartment for Junior to live here on the weekends. What are you doing with all that stuff? Probably return it, sell it, drop it off at one of those bins by the laundromat. I'm not going to keep it here to remind me of what I don't have. I know that much. I know we're not that type of family to ask these types of questions, but are you going to be okay? Because you don't seem okay. Ma, you don't care. You don't have to fake these questions. I know you don't care. It's not true. Yes, we don't have the best relationship, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about you as a son. It's just hard to care about you sometimes when you make so many mistakes for the whole internet to see. Ma, Nanny Agatha messed you up. Okay, she messed up your womanhood or whatever it is. So you always took it out on me because you didn't want a boy, right? I know you didn't want me. You don't have to say it for me to know that. So you have Gabby, right? My little sister, and she's gonna be the woman you could never be. You're gonna turn her into this perfect woman, make her better than Nanny Agatha, all this, right? And then she hates you. She hates you, and you guys have fallen out. You haven't spoken in years, and that kills you. And then here I am thinking, oh, I could have a relationship with my mom again, because my sister's out of the picture. I meet a girl I like, I love, and I ask her to marry me, and you stand up at our wedding and object, right? Because you don't like the woman I chose. You thought that she could replace Gabby, and that she was going to make you happy. And because you didn't get your way, you take it out on my wife. I know that's why it is what it is. And you ruined my marriage because of your own... You don't care. That's it. You've never cared about me, and you're the reason I'm messed up. Every relationship that I've had, every woman I've failed with, is because you failed me as a mother. You can give as many long-winded speeches as you'd like. Try to build yourself up and make yourself feel better, but the fact is you're a bad father. And when a mother sees her son become a bad father, it's really hard to be proud of her son at that point. If I'm a bad father, it's because you're a bad mother. Because you never taught me how to love nothing. You didn't even teach me that love existed. Just because what? You had a bad relationship with your mom because Nanny Agatha gave you tough love, so you couldn't teach me how to hug anyone. There was no hugs in our house. There's no I love you. No pat on the back for graduation. Barely any birthdays. Like, how am I supposed to be a loving individual and not have problems when you didn't teach me nothing? I didn't know love existed until I freaking moved out on my own, until I met Miranda. And you ruined the one thing that I had going for me. I had a normal woman. I had a normal relationship. And you had to get in between us. You had to ruin that for me. Now I have no custody. I have no wife. I have nothing. This is what you always do. This is why you're married. And you know what? I may be giving up custody. And I may be doing the worst thing that a father can do. But I'm doing one of the best things a father can do. Because in me giving up my custody, it guarantees that he never has to deal with you. He never has to deal with a cold-ass grandma who's incapable of giving a hug or saying I love you. He never has to deal with your mental gymnastics that you play on everyone and you act like you're all good now because you're on medication. But take the pills off. Get rid of the pills. Dump the pills. Let's see who you really are. The second that you come off the medication, the Wicked Witch of the West is back on her broom. I don't want you near my kid. You better watch what you say. It's easy to say that now, but when Junior gets older, he's going to get to make decisions for himself, and he's going to decide whether or not he wants his grandmother in his life, if I'm still around. But there's one thing that he won't be able to deny, and that's his father's a deadbeat. His father gave up custody of him. Not a deadbeat. I may do deadbeat things, but I try to not be a deadbeat. And when you try to not be a deadbeat, that means you're not a deadbeat. I don't accept who I am. You always accepted who you were. From day one. You said you were toxic, you poisoned people. That was who you were happy with. Every time I look in the mirror, I hate myself, and I'm not happy with who I am. So I'm not a deadbeat. Just a deadbeat in progress. You are a deadbeat. You're the definition of a deadbeat when it comes to a father. You have done everything wrong, from abandoning them, from having problems paying your child support, from forgetting his age half the time, not changing his diapers when he was born. My only mistake as a mother-in-law was maybe being hard on her when I should have been hard on you. You know what I should do? Instead of throwing out the visitation rights, I should try to just do everything in my power to make sure that I keep him away from you. That's what I should really do. I already don't see him and you have supervised visits. So, the second I give up my visitation rights, that's it for you. You're no longer a grandmother because I know my ex-wife will never let you see him. And you're going to have to look at him through Facebook pictures. And every week, you know, every occasion that Miranda posts a picture and he gets a little bit bigger, I know it's going to kill you. I know you're going to feel like you're missing out, and you can just enjoy your little life with your boyfriend Sal watching Wheel of Fortune every night while Junior doesn't even think of you. Junior will be 18 years old one day and talk to his mom and be like, whatever happened to my grandmother? And she'll just be like, oh, that crazy woman, blah, blah, blah. And you're nothing but a freaking sentence. That's all you're going to be. You can do whatever you like, Joey. Just remember, he's not going to be a toddler forever. One day he's going to grow up and he's going to ask his mother, why did Daddy give up custody? Why did Daddy not want to be in my life? You think that he'll hate me? Okay, just get out. Go move in with your boyfriend.